Hey, welcome to the Lowdown Show. Hey, we're here today to review the movie Spider-Man Homecoming. And today's special guest is my friend Rudy. I have a guest here, and we just actually watched the movie Spider-Man Homecoming a few hours ago. Just want to give you our thoughts and review on it. And I'll just start off, I'm familiar with the Spider-Man, movies, like the Raimi movies back in the day, and then I know they rebooted it again. Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, was it?
Yeah.
And
Garfield.
like I said, I guess Sony was having problems, and it kind of tanked. They were gonna do like a whole like trilogy and stuff, but and then you find out Marvel Studios came along, kind of made a deal with Spider-Man, the property of Spider-Man that is, and we knew how it all played out with Civil War, and then I guess they were happy,
That's
collaboration.
Right. That's right.
Anyways, so we watched the movie. We're looking forward to it. I know I was, and Tom Holland, big players too in there. Tony Stark, and Michael Keaton as the Vulture. So we knew it was probably pretty good. And
yeah, it's a good cast.
Yeah. But then, overall for me, I did enjoy it. It was, I was looking for a new Spider-Man, and it definitely was a little different. And caught me off guard on some stuff. Oh, this is a spoiler review, by the way. So, if you haven't seen the movie, go check out the movie.
Yeah.
Or if you don't mind being spoiled, that's fine too.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were dropping spoilers.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah. Don't worry, it'll be on the tag. But so definitely, my thoughts overall, I did enjoy it. It was a very enjoyable movie. It was a little different. I'm not gonna lie. There's some parts where I don't want to say I was kind of like, oh, okay, they go. It was a little different. And it was a Marvel film to me, but obviously Sony had some influence, not like much. But it caught me off guard on some stuff. But no, I enjoy it for the most part. How about you? Give us your thoughts of
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah, I think overall, I didn't go in there really having high expectations. I guess because of what I've been used to with all the different Spider-Man movies over the years. Yeah. And so, it's another Marvel movie, and I guess, the character seems more believable, being that they make him younger.
Yeah.
And so, like, that element of it alone was to me more something that interests me. But anyways, checking it out, I guess for me it exceeded all my expectations. Seemed like everything was just tied in really well. Just all the villain was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Green Goblin again.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same characters you're used to seeing, so it had a bunch of different twists in it. And but sometimes movies get pretty dry, but this one was kept me interested in what's going on in every scene. It wasn't like there was a dull moment.
Yeah.
So for that value of it, it was really good. And I was talking to Edwin earlier, and it was about it. Just trying to see if I think I've seen all of them.
Okay. And
to me, this one kind of stood out because as something different than what we've seen with
yeah.
And not to say that any of them were bad or anything. It just had just a different spin. It seemed like the way it started out, the way it was filmed, and how things were pieced together. It just, I don't know. There was some creative genius.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah. Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
Really
even the score, even the music behind it.
Yeah.
It just was everything was really well put together. But I guess I'd have to watch it over just to kind of piece it all, because you're just kind of taking it in, and you're kind of getting overwhelmed by a lot of the different things that are going on that you didn't, because I had no idea about behind the story.
Right. Okay.
I didn't know what was going. I knew there was going to be this character, the Vulture, and I knew Michael Keaton was going to take on that character, but I didn't know that, that just how it was going to play out at all. I had nothing, so I didn't want to know anything about it.
You were in there
just
fresh,
go in there and just go in there and just okay, hopefully it'll be good.
Wow. Yeah.
But we saw it on the big screen.
Yeah.
That was a big, massive screen. It's like, I think that Cine screen is like 85 feet or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, reclined seats, and it's cool, man. It's like stadium seating. It was really good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, especially the Spider-Man movie, when you see it, he's swinging from building to building, so it really captured the whole entire. You're like, oh man, this is Spider-Man. I know.
Yeah, it was good, man. That was all the different. Yeah, him. It was just like, yeah. I think I remember when I first saw the first one, the Tobey Maguire one.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, because you never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, it was pretty good though. No,
so it's like you see that and you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then you see it again and again and again. It gets kind of like you know what to expect. But this one, I don't know if it was the suit when he put the suit on and it was loose on him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, because Tony Stark made it, it's
Tony
all like
Stark
high tech.
Yeah.
And then it just like
cool.
sinks on him.
Yeah.
And then when he wants to take the suit and take off the tracking device.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, he's telling what is he has to all of a sudden know all these different moves.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to lead up to a progression of all his training.
Yeah.
But he skipped all the training.
That was pretty good.
That was good. That was really good. He's like he's trying to do like, take out these villains.
But like
and he couldn't do
too
anything
upgraded for him.
Yeah, he was like,
wait a minute, no.
What is this, taser? Freaking.
Yeah.
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 When he's like spinning out his web and all. I mean, there's so many different elements to the movie where you're surprised. You're like, you weren't expecting something like that.
I know.
For him to like be in the suit and then the suit's talking to him.
Yeah.
I mean, anyways, there was just a lot of different parts.
Yeah. So,
I enjoyed, and there was a lot of characters that were.
Oh yeah.
That like
we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if you want to get into that now. I'll let you.
Oh yeah, Rookie. So you did go in there fresh. So but you are familiar with the MCU a little bit. You do have some of the Marvels. You've seen a lot of Marvel films.
Oh yeah.
So basically, what
it kind of takes you into the Civil War. Like,
yeah.
From the beginning.
Yeah. Basically, if you got your kept up in Marvel, I'll give you a quick synopsis. So Tony Stark recruits Peter Parker, we know, in Civil War, gives him a suit and says, hey man, that's good, you got it. YouTube, I got some good stuff. And, and he wraps him into that Civil War, fighting Captain America, and so he's all fanboyed out, Peter Parker, he's like, oh my gosh, am I Avenger now or what? So this movie carries on into it, the next stage,
right.
And that's when Tony Stark was like, yeah, you can have the suit, but don't get all crazy on me, alright? Stick low and, do your little crime thing. And then we see that the Vulture's doing stuff, and Peter Parker's like, nah man, I gotta use the suit, man, this suit's so cool. And like Rudy was saying, he starts getting too much for him. He activates this like upgrades, something, he bypasses it, and it's like, it's basically like an Iron Man suit for Spider-Man, and it talks to him, like Iron Man does. Exactly. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm taking, I don't want to kill anybody. You want to kill mode? He's like, wait, no. And he got pushing these buttons, basically, and so basically the story is trying out this new suit, he's trying to be Spider-Man, he's going to school, he sees a hot girl, Zendaya, I think that's the actor, but what was her name? The girl that he's kind of interested in? Liz or something?
Yeah, I think
Liz
so.
Something. So she's trying to press her nerdy best friend. Dude, the Genki.
Well, I read about his. You're talking about the heavier set guy.
Yeah,
That's his best friend.
Yeah.
The chairman or whatever.
Yeah. That was good. I know it's coming.
What was it? I read up on that guy, and that guy is supposed to become. I don't know if they'll do it with the story, but he's supposed to become the Hobgoblin.
Whoa! Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's the same. They use the same names.
Yeah.
But they develop them later. Like, and there's a lot of different people in the movie. I was just reading this article, and it's like. These eggs that you don't know.
Yeah, Easter eggs. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Marvel like to do that.
It's crazy because I don't follow it that much, and there's certain things you will recognize. Like obviously, everybody recognized at the end of the movie some of those things that they allude to at the end.
Yes.
And like the villain at the end. I don't know if you know when the Vulture is at the end, he meets the other guy.
Yeah. No.
I don't know if you want to get into that now, but.
Yeah. Oh no, we can get that now. No, but basically, that was the story. And basically Peter Parker is a mess. He's trying to do his homework. He's trying to be in the internship, and we get into the adventure of him. And but I do want to talk about that. So what was the good for you? The good stuff.
Well, the beginning was good because it starts off with him in the beginning, it's right off the bat. It starts off with the original theme music.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So I was like, oh, that's
from
cool.
the logo.
Yeah. So the logo comes out.
I saw
the theme
what
music,
you're doing,
and you're like,
Marvel.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
So
I see what you're doing.
It's a good like little prelude to everything, and then it starts off like a home video, and so like Peter Parker's filming him on the ride to go meet Tony Stark with the limo driver, and then
Happy Hogan.
Yeah, Jim Favreau. Oh, what's
Jim Favreau? John Favreau? Favreau.
John Favreau. Yeah, he's the original director of Iron Man.
Yes.
And he's directed all kinds of movies and been a part of that Marvel.
Yeah. Oh, he's in there. Oh yeah, he's in there. Jungle Book. Yep.
Yeah. But I liked how they brought it in like that because I think when it started out like that, I was like, oh, this is cool because it's different.
I know, yeah,
and
the blogging and all that.
He's blogging everything, and they're like, are you really filming this? And he's like, yeah, I'm filming this. He's like, I gotta film this. And he's just like a little kid. He's like curious.
Yeah, I like that aspect.
He's like, and then he gets all excited because he's meeting Captain America and meeting the Hulk and all these guys. And, and he puts it down and it's perfect because it's right in the Civil War scene where he's introduced.
The airport scene.
And it's like the camera is like a YouTube, like it's a live video going on, and he's filming everything as he's doing what he's doing, and then and it shows right afterwards like he's in his hotel room, like super excited that he got to, take Captain America's shield, and all these different things, and then he's like wants to get into the mission.
He wants
to do his next mission.
He's like, I'm Avenger now.
He's like, let's do this again. And then it says 2 months later, and he's like still waiting.
Oh yeah, he's like a loser.
He's texting what's his name? Like constantly, the limo driver. He's texting him. He's like, when are you gonna?
He was like fiending. He was like, I want to be a superhero.
And the whole time it was all about just they were just training him. They wanted him to, I guess, mature. They just want him to get older.
Yeah.
Because he's just a super young kid, and they know that what they're doing as superheroes or whatever, it's a serious business. And he could die, and people can die, and he just sees it as this like I get to be an Avenger. This is exciting. This is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And so
that
kind of was like real life.
Like the ground. Yeah.
Like, absolutely. If you're as young as him.
Yeah. I never thought of that. Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Yeah.
You know?
15-year-old.
Yeah,
He did a good job, the actor. He did.
It was really good. I love how like everything was kind of brought together, and then Tony Stark shows up every now and then.
Yeah, he was really good. Yeah.
Like when he showed up and it shows up as Iron Man, I was like, oh cool, he shows up, and then it's just his robot that he sends out. And he's in like India or something.
Classic Tony Stark.
Yeah, man, it was good. It was. I was trying to think of some more things that really stood out, but what was your original question? I got off on a...
No, that was good. No, you made a good point, because they really laid the groundwork. I mean, that was good. Like, he's a little kid, he wants to be the Avenger, but he's not really... And they were texting him. Like, when you're a kid and Iron Man comes to you, and
right.
He's pretty, too ambitious, like that's the word, and Iron Man's like, stay cool, man, I don't know.
He's telling him like legitimate things that are going wrong, and he's like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Like the city could be destroyed by these villains, and he's like, well, so what? He's like, don't worry. Yeah. That's not what I want you to worry about.
Yeah.
And I thought that was funny because it's legitimate, but he's not like biting on it because if it becomes as big as it is, they just all of a sudden they're on the scene.
Yeah.
Like, and they're there to repair everything.
Yeah.
And the only one that shows up is Iron Man. But I mean, obviously, if it was like a worldwide thing, then you have the whole Avengers out there, doing everything. But every time it was just something to kind of patch something up, Iron Man just shows up and boom, it's all done.
Yeah.
And so that was funny. But it's almost like he's just kind of progressing through his becoming who he is.
Right. Yeah, and it's like a lot to take in.
Yeah.
For 15-year-old. Yeah.
But I mean, I think a lot of it. I mean, some of it. I love the whole thing. I think the whole thing overall was really, really good. But like, I guess as
any negative?
Yeah. So my negative things about it was obviously there was language in there that I didn't really care for.
Yeah.
There's some things that were dropped in there that I'm like, man, they didn't have to say that, and I don't have to repeat everything that they said. Obviously, if you saw it, there's just things that are like, okay, it's almost like they use that, whoever's writing it and how they write it, they think that appeals to a certain audience.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, this should be geared for like children in a sense.
Yeah.
And
No, you're
and
right.
you're dropping these things that are somewhat. I don't think every little child's gonna get. I think it went over a lot of people's heads, but some things we understand because we're older.
There we
so
go.
there's some
Yeah.
subliminal things, or just innuendos.
Yes.
And I mean, there's some immodesty, I think, in some of the stuff, and obviously that's it seems like they always have to have this romantic part, like like a romance.
Yeah.
How do you say that? Like, you know what I mean? Like
the love interest.
The love
There has to be
interest.
a love interest there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't play it too much though.
They didn't hit it really hard.
It was
Every time they never even kissed.
Yeah, no kissing.
Yeah, they never
He
even
said,
did
"I like
anything.
you."
He's like,
He
he's
said,
like, I like you.
Yeah.
And then he's
All
bounced.
right,
I gotta go. I gotta go do my
He ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
Spider-Man ain't got time. Really, that's the whole movie.
He
kept saying, I ain't got time, I ain't got
every
time.
time was an opportune time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at one point they're gonna go swimming, and
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, at that point I was like, oh, okay, that's not if I could, maybe if I could vid angel it and I could cut that out. I would.
Yeah.
But it's
You
like,
didn't really
you think he was gonna go. Like, I thought he was gonna go. Oh,
Really?
Because he
Yeah.
seemed like he was really interested to, like, okay, well,
He finally
I guess.
got the girl, yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's got a
interested.
Spider-Man costume. He's like, I'm dipping.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
and,
true.
and then he doesn't see the girl until, the next couple days or after he's done.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, where were you? I dipped out again. Every time he's always like, he's always bouncing like from one thing to another because he sees something happen and he has to go take care of it. And that's kind of cool. Like, he's more driven for being a superhero than he is driven by any type of lust or anything like that. Like, he's not like, I gotta have that.
Yeah.
Like that was it. So that's kind of cool because, I mean, you think of like, or at least I put myself in that, just kind of, you identify with certain things as you're watching a movie and characters and how they're built and this and that as far as, their character. And I think, like, man, if that was, what do you do? But, like, if you have this superhero, kind of gift and power, you just go and, you go do what your identity is.
Yeah.
So no longer, he's not just, because if he didn't have that identity, then sure, he runs off with the girl.
Right.
That's going to be the biggest thing going for him.
Right, yeah.
But that's not the biggest thing going for him, so he always ditches her.
Yes, yeah.
And so it's pretty interesting, and how that all spins out at the end. When she finally just, I don't know if we want to get into that now, because that was a really big twist. I was like,
oh, with the Michael Keaton? Or
with Michael Keaton, and then all of a sudden, the whole thing just splits apart.
Yeah.
That was good. But so, some of the words, the language, but other than that, man, it was a solid movie.
Yeah.
It was a solid movie. They weren't like, nothing was outside of those elements. Nothing was overboard.
Overboard, yeah.
It could have really went overboard.
Yeah.
I guess they could have made it a Deadpool or something crazy stupid that you hear. Like, I mean something, where that there's real. They're going over the line.
Yeah. Marvel played it pretty safe.
But Spider-Man's like,
because Spider-Man was a little, that's why I kind of had this feeling. I'm glad you brought the language stuff up. I had mixed feelings about that because Marvel, they do, their movies, they do drop maybe a bomb or two, but I felt some of the Sony, I don't know, Sony itself, that's why I felt different because it was a little cringeworthy. Like, you need that scene? A little more than usual. Marvel's usually safer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think there was one time where
Marvel is Sony, so you got to remember that.
Yeah,
it's not just Marvel
Studios. Right.
Disney, see? So now, that's why you see that influence.
Right.
I was cringing a little more like,
There was one scene where the kid, his sidekick, friend, where he's helping him on the computer, and then all of a sudden he gets busted by the school staff or whatever, and he says, "What are you doing in here? Why are you on these computers?" And he's like, "I'm looking." He's like, trying to figure out an answer to give, and he's like, "I'm just looking at porn." And I was like, "Oh man,
that killed me."
Because porn is like, we know what porn is. And porn for us is like, oh, that's freaking tainted. That's just a mess. It's just we know it's wicked. But like,
just to
And
be like
to hear the
casual
audience
line.
and everybody
Yeah.
in the audience is like, ah, just
Well,
laughing like it's a funny,
yeah.
a funny, comment that he made. But we know like, nah. I mean, at least for me in that moment, I knew you. You were like,
Yeah,
oh.
I don't know, man.
You're like, I don't know. I heard you. I was like, yeah, me too,
Should we
man.
get out that?
Me too. I'm like, yeah, that's something I would eliminate.
They should have cut that one. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
and again, it's just something. What can we say that's different? What can we do that's, it's for shock value.
Yeah, but I don't, like I said, we can debate this.
It wasn't overboard, but again,
I don't know why they had to do that.
But and again, I think like saying something like that is almost like, well, he's in the dark.
Yeah.
He's all alone. So he says that makes the most sense.
Know, it does.
It makes the most sense.
And the audience.
But for the movie, and watching the movie, and
can you believe it? Our camera got so hot outside, the camera shut off. Well, now we know filming in Arizona, make sure your camera can hold the temperature of 120. But hey, I want to thank my friend Rudy for coming to the movie and doing the movie review. And obviously we had a lot of fun with that movie. And yeah, they were like to continue what we were saying. The downfall, the bad stuff, which is some of the language. And for me, for some reason it didn't feel like a full Marvel film, because obviously that's why Sony obviously is the property owner of Spider-Man. But to wrap this up, to give the good highlights, because we wanted to get this out soon. I really like Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man in there. He didn't shadow up the whole movie, but when he was there, man, when he was yelling at Peter Parker the first time, yeah, that got to me. I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm getting yelled at as a teenager. And Marissa Tomei with like Aunt May, when she was freaking out, yelling at Peter. Yeah, that got to me too, man. I mean, Peter Parker had it coming. And that's the great thing about this Peter Parker. He was young and he was naive, and he was, all worried about like powers, and he wanted to be an adventurer so much. He wasn't seeing the big picture. That being an adventurer is not all it's cracked up to be. And I really think this Tom Holland, he really got it. I even heard that he had to go to American school for like 2 months, because he's from overseas and stuff, and he had never been in that kind of atmosphere. So that really shows, yeah, I mean, so good so far. Spider-Man Homecoming, I mean, I am looking forward to Spider-Man 2. I think they're going to be making that as well. And definitely looking forward to Avengers coming up. But let me give you my grade. I thought about this, and I think it would be a B+ for me. I mean, we just got out fresh from the movie, and there was a lot going on. But also, it was a really small, contained movie. No big, action scenes at the end, being blown up or nothing. But everybody did a good job, man. From the Vulture, Michael Keaton, to like I said, Robert Downey Jr. and definitely Tom Holland. And hopefully you got to see the movie as well. Give me your thoughts on it, and I'll see you again. Bye.